Now there's a lot of people that look down at their grip and they see that they have Continental. But what's happening here is the racket is sitting in the lifeline of my hand. And if the racket sits in the lifeline right here, instead of being across the lifeline and in the heel, that's not a true Continental grip. So if it's sitting in the lifeline, what's going to happen is as you come through on the serve, it's going to be very hard to pronate. You're going to end up moving everything more as one piece, whereas if it's going across the lifeline, sitting in the heel, that's going to be far easier to pronate through the shot. Now, it wouldn't be a TPA tennis video without a golf analogy, but this one really works. I've been trying to improve my putting lately, and it's rubbish. But what the guy is telling me is you got to have the club in the lifeline of both hands. And the reason for that is if you put the club going into both lifelines, you end up keeping your arms together and everything is connected, all right? So everything moves with the arms, everything's locked. Well, that's what happens when you've got a Continental grip on the serve and it's in the lifeline. But that's not what we want on a serve. We don't want everything connected. And if I serve with this lifeline Continental, as I'm calling it, it's gonna come through as one piece here, and I'm really struggling to move the racket head any faster than anything else. Everything's coming through as one piece. If I do pronate, it gets a little too far out of the side, so generally people don't do it, and they have to use a lot of wrist to compensate for the fact that they can't really pronate the racket. Now, if I serve with the Continental grip that's sitting in the lifeline, I'm gonna feel really stiff, and I'm not gonna be able to compensate by using my wrist because I've had a lot of wrist injuries. So everything to me with the lifeline grip just feels straight, stiff. There's no racket speed. Everything's just coming through as one big connected piece there. If I get the Continental grip that goes across the lifeline, I can start to pronate and get that racket speed. Right? It feels far easier to move the racket head when I've got the real Continental grip. One more thing, if you go to the description below, there's a link to tpatennis.com/kick. And I've put together a 20-minute video on how to master the kick serve. So go check that out, it's free, and I think it'll really improve your serve.